Hey everyone, welcome to day number 4 of the competition for the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. I can't believe it's already Thursday and most of the competition's already done. We just have a couple of more days to go and then everyone goes home. And I can tell you I have had a lot of fun with the Special Olympics here in Orlando and them being held at Disney World and all that. It is one true magical experience for everyone. And as we're speaking right now, all the athletes, all the coaches, all the family members, they're all at Animal Kingdom enjoying themselves and having a blast. You know, I wish I could join them, but it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. So, but I want them to enjoy this special event, this special magical event where Animal Kingdom has opened up its doors to all the athletes and families and teams and coaches and whatever to go have a great time and have a great evening, and and I hope they do have a great time. Some of the people, it's their first time going to Disney World and their first time going to Animal Kingdom. I'm going to tell you before we get on with today's recap and tomorrow's schedule. I can tell you that having the games here in Orlando is an economy booster, and it's also great to have them here because the fact is, Orlando is known as a huge tourist city. You have the theme parks, you have the attractions, you have the weather, you have the infrastructure. Even though I-4 can be a mess sometimes, and then taking all the toll roads too, so anyways, and then me driving down, it's like 30 miles one way to get down to Disney World. It's okay. I have fun, but, me thinking for this, could there be a Special Olympics World Games in Orlando in the future? My answer to that is probably going to be most likely yes, but we don't know. It'd be summer games though. It would not be a winter's game because Orlando does not get any snow at all. Or if it does, it only gets flurries. And that's once in a blue moon. So, yeah, there was twice where it snowed in Miami. I think 1977 and 1989. And that was it. But we're not going to discuss any more about that because that's not what this video is all about. But I just wanted to bring it up. So. And could Orlando actually host the Special Olympics USA Games again in the future? That answer is going to be probably yes, too. So, can't wait to see what the excitement is going to be. So, on today's schedule, what I have done, I went to Wide World Sports. All the activities I did today for Special Olympics was at Wide World Sports. I went to see the softball game with Kansas versus Texas. And Kansas had a great game, I tell you. They were scoring runs like crazy, and they ended up winning the game 19-5. And I was sitting over where Team Kansas was had their fans and parents and all that and rooting them on, and it was fun actually. Even though I'm mostly rooting for Team Massachusetts in all the games and everything else, like I've said in the past, I am willing to root for other athletes from other states and other places because everyone deserves to be rooted for. And it doesn't matter where they're from or what sport. Every athlete deserves to be cheered on. Every athlete deserves to have respect for the sports that they compete. They were chosen to come down here to Orlando and compete in these games. And it's a real honor to watch them all. Then, after the softball game, I was able to see Dan Block, who is a referee for softball for the Kansas and Texas game. And he had another game, New York versus Mississippi, afterwards. But in between those two games, I was able to see him, talk to him for a bit, had my picture taken with him, and all that stuff. And you know, he is pretty excited about this, and I can tell that he's pretty excited about his job and helping out with the Special Olympics as an official, you know, and it's a real honor to watch him do what he does best. You know, I had not seen him for a while, or I have not seen him, you know, at all. As like, Monday I had to go see Ann do swimming. Tuesday I had to go see Katie and the bowling team do bowling. Yesterday I went to see Carolyn with bocce, so it's like today I needed to go see him and figure, why don't I go see Dan today? Because I don't know if they were going to still have softball or whatever tomorrow, and I just want to be there and see them, you know. So after the softball, as I need to say, I did go over to the fan zone again. It was nice and sunny in the morning. It was actually refreshing to go over to Wide World Sports in the morning and not in the afternoon like I had the last two times, because when I did, it was raining and storming a bit. And when there's a thunderstorm nearby, they have to shut down the field of play, and the fan zone is out on the field, so on one of the fields. So, you know, you have to call that off. You have to call off everything. Okay, so, alright, after the fan zone, I ended up buying a few pins, and then I wanted to use those to trade for the state pins. And then some of the teams gave me pins too, because I was trying to collect all of them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to collect all of them, and that's okay too. I didn't collect all of them in 1995 when I was in New Haven, and then when I was doing Disney College Program and when I was working at Disney, I couldn't collect all the pins either, so. And I still have my pin set from when I was a cast member that they gave us from World of Disney, and then I still have it to this day. So, I don't know, you know. But I keep those pins somewhere saved. But, anyways, so, I ended up going to basketball, and I saw a little bit of the Tennessee and Maryland game, and it was pretty good. And then after that, I walked over to the other building where they had the award ceremony. And I had a great time doing the awards, or being there. And I took a lot of pictures of the award ceremony. Here's the thing, too. Some of the award ceremonies that they had, they involved the same athletes coming out again and again and again. And that's okay, too. You know, because you had the same people come out for gymnastics. Then, you had the open swimming competition medals, which had, most of them were actually Team Florida that won the medals and competed. I think there was only one other team besides Florida that competed, and that was New Hampshire when they got the medals. So, but and then for the powerlifting, it was like the same class of people, and then it was like one group of people, and then another group of people, and then the first group of people came around again, and then the second came around again, for powerlifting, and it was like 3 or 4 times that they did. So, but one of the highlights of that was, for the award ceremony, was the young lady who competes in gymnastics for Florida. I think her name is Lizette. And she, every single time she came out, she was like yelling out, "Mama, Mama, Mom, Mom," and it was awfully cute, because I feel that an athlete that shows love to their parents is a worthwhile athlete in the long run, because they're the parents are the ones that support the kids in their dreams. Their support system includes parents, and for her to say that when she was getting her medals was pretty amazing. She did that yesterday too. And Lizette is a wonderful person. And for her to get the medals were pretty cool. So, alright. So, speaking of people, I did get to see Isabel Rose, who's going to be starring in the new Disney movie on Saturday night at 8. I think the title had to deal with dolphins something. I looked it up before I did my video and I forgot it. But Isabel Rose also gave out some of the medals yesterday during the award ceremony. So I was able to see her and get a selfie with her. She's pretty cool. And, hopefully I can see her video coming up, or a movie coming up. And then I also had the chance to see Chris Ninick again. And tell you why again. Last year, him and his father were at the family cafe. And I was able to go to his session, his keynote. And then afterwards, I got my photo taken with him and his father. This year, I got to see them again. But this time for the Special Olympics. And I had my photo taken with him again. Today. So, then I met up with Diana Schultz. She is one of the commentators and reporters for ESPN and working the games for ESPN. And I got to see her film a segment right outside the front of Wide World Sports. And I can tell you that it was pretty awesome to see that. And I'm pretty glad I got to meet her and told her about my story about myself having autism and how I played in the Special Olympics when I was a kid, and how, I'm out there being an autism self-advocate and making sure people with disabilities are heard and spreading awareness. And she's a real sweetheart. She was real nice, and hopefully you get to see her on Sunday. Speaking of, also, Sunday, don't forget, on ABC, you're going to see a recap of the games on ABC. One of the segments is going to feature Team Massachusetts bowling. And I already told you about this group of wonderful people that I have had the chance to see them compete Tuesday. Then yesterday, see them get the medals for the doubles. And then last night, hanging out with them at Disney Springs. This group of people, I can tell you right now, is wonderful. You have Jenna, who got 3 gold medals. You got Katie, who got 2 golds and a silver, which is the same that I got when I did speed roller skating in 1995 at the Special Olympics in New Haven. So that's pretty cool for Katie to do that. And Katie's from East Long Meadow, and Jenna's from North Adams. Then you have Chris, who got 2 silvers and a gold. And you also have Kevin, who got 2 golds and a silver too. And he matched Katie's and my marks. So, that is pretty cool. What a team. They got 12 medals out of the whole bunch for 7 events. That is pretty awesome and wicked, according to the people in New England. You know what wicked means, right? So, wicked awesome, as they would say in Boston. Okay, so, and then Team Bocce got a silver medal today too for Team Massachusetts. And congratulations to Carolyn and Joel on getting that. And congratulations to Coach Diana too. And I should say congratulations to Coach Paula for bowling. These 2 coaches are wonderful. And bocce and bowling are similar sports. It's just bocce is an Italian lawn bowling sport, whereas bowling is 10-pin. So, anyways, tomorrow, what do I have going on? If no one needs me, or if no one wants to meet up with me at ESPN Wide World Sports or Magic Kingdom or where else on Disney property, my plan is to actually go see the tennis competition at U.S. Tennis Association Complex in Lake Nona. And it'll be fun to see tennis for the first time ever in my life. Well, I've seen bits and pieces of it when it was on TV, but other than that, in real life, I have not seen tennis yet. And it'd be cool to see some of the action going on. And I think the triathlon is tomorrow or Saturday, and the closing ceremony is on Saturday. People leave on Sunday to go home. So, I don't know if tomorrow's going to be my last day going to watch the competition and going to the events, but anyways, we'll figure that out as time comes, and it'll be fun to see what's going on. And I want to say that I'm proud of these games also, because I was able to meet so many different athletes from all different states and different sports. And I can tell you that these athletes are wonderful. They're a wonderful group of people, and I'm so glad that I get to call them my friends. Even though I didn't compete in these games, and even though I didn't get involved with Special Olympics, and even though I just signed up as a volunteer, and then hadn't been involved with Special Olympics for like over 20 years, and then with my games in 95, 27 years ago, it's like, you know, I felt that these people, and I felt giving back in greeting these people and have them see my face as one of the first faces that they see when they came to Orlando is pretty impressive. And I told you the story about how last Saturday I met up with Paula, the bowling coach, when her team came on in the executive airport, and I gave her a welcoming hug, like, welcome to Orlando. And it was pretty cool for me to do that, and then for me to also like shake hands with the Team Massachusetts when they came and greeted them. And then thanks to that activities on Saturday to greet the teams, I was featured on TV for a quick second when they were talking about the Special Olympics airlift program, how they donate the flights and donate the planes, donate the fuel and pilots to get these athletes to come on down in chartered flights. You know, and Peyton Manning was there too. I didn't see him, but it was pretty cool to see these teams. And there was music and all that. And you know that, because I've talked about it before. But anyways, it is pretty cool that these games happened. It's pretty cool to meet up with people. Probably some people that remembered me when I was a kid, back in 95, or back in when I was competing. And it's pretty cool that I get to say, hey, I'm grown up now. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know, I'm driving a car. I have a bachelor's degree. I was on Schools Match Wits. You know, I was involved with the Disney College program. I'm a Uber Eats driver. I've been all over the place doing Uber Eats. I've been to 26 states, so plus Washington, D.C. Trying to get the remaining 24 done, so, you know, it's pretty cool to talk about that part of my life. Even though I have not been involved with Special Olympics for 20 years, like I said, it's pretty cool to to go back in time and talk about my involvement too. Even though I don't talk about it a whole lot. Because A, it was 27 years ago, or 25 years ago, or whatever. And B, it's just a topic I don't really talk about a whole lot. But I am a wonderful person, and trust me, I have stayed involved with Autism Speaks and Nathaniel's Hope and all the other organizations that deal with people with disabilities across the country and across the world. So, alright. If you're an athlete or a coach or a family member, enjoy your time at Animal Kingdom. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. And for the rest of you, thank you for watching, and again, I'll do a video tomorrow. Don't know when, because I'm probably going to be working right after the competitions are over. I gotta make my money somehow. So, alright. You guys have a great night. We'll talk later.